All right. And good morning, everyone. All right. Councilmember McDuffie is with us. Good morning. I'm Councilmember Anita Bonds, Chairperson of the Committee on Housing and Executive Administration. The time is 10:23 a.m. on Monday, June 13th, 2022. This additional committee meeting is being held virtually via Zoom and also streaming live to the committee's YouTube channel, HEA Committee. I'm calling to order this additional meeting to mark up the following measures. B24-0457, Revised Uniform Law on Notarial Act, Amendment Act of 2021. B24-0620, Juneteenth History and Planning Commission Establishment Act of 2022. I'll first begin with Bill 24-0457 and then follow with 24620. The committee held a public hearing on March 7th, 2022 to hear from the public and the government regarding Bill 24-0457, Revised Uniform Law on Notarial Act, Amendment Act of 2021. This act amends the revised current law of 2018 to authorize a notary public to certify that a paper copy of an electronic record is an accurate copy of that record, to accept a paper copy of an electronic record that is certified by a notary officer, and to perform a notary act for an individual who is not physically present before the notary public, including an individual who is outside of the District of Columbia, through the use of synchronic communications technology to verify the identity of the remote individual, evidenced by an audiovisual recording or by remote administration of oaths and remote notarization of tangible records evidenced by an audiovisual recording. Is there any discussion regarding this bill? Okay, seeing none and without objection, I move the committee report and print for Bill 24-0457 with leave for staff to make technical changes. All those in favor, would you signify with the sign of aye?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, opposed? None. All right, this measure passes and we will notify the rest of the council regarding it. Next, I will discuss Bill 24-0620, Juneteenth History and Planning Commission Establishment Act of 2022. The commission held a hearing on May 19th, 2022 to hear from the public and government regarding Juneteenth History and Planning Commission Establishment Act of 2022. The bill establishes the commission to plan for activities in celebration of Juneteenth in the District of Columbia and to educate the public about the history of Juneteenth, not only in the district, but across the country. Further, the commission would plan for an annual Juneteenth celebration and coordinate year-round educational activities and Black history more broadly. In response to public feedback, the commission made some changes to the composition of the commission, which is outlined in the committee print that was circulated on this past Friday. The committee print maintains its original composition of 19 voting measures, but incorporates the following. 1, the executive director of the African American Civil War Museum or their designee, who shall serve as chair of the commission. 2, academics from 2 different historically Black colleges or universities located in the district, nominated by the mayor and approved by the council by resolution for a 3-year term. 3 community representatives with expertise in American and district history, nominated by the mayor and approved by the council by resolution for a 3-year term. The Secretary of the District of Columbia or their designee, the Director of the Office on African American Affairs, a Commissioner from the DC Emancipation Day Commission, a Commissioner from the Commission on Martin Luther King Jr. Day holiday, the Executive Director of the Commission on Arts and Humanities or their designee, 8 members appointed by the Council with demonstrated interest or expertise in African American history and culture and the history and culture of the district or American history. There are also non-voting members of the commission. The chairperson on the committee with oversight of the Office of Secretary of the District of Columbia or their designee, the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development or their designee, the Director of the Department of Parks and Recreation or their designee, the Director of the Department on Aging and Community Living or their designee, the Executive Director of the Department of District of Columbia Public Library or their designee, and the State Superintendent of Education or their designee. Is there any discussion? Okay. Acknowledging that we do not have any further discussion, without objection, I move the committee report in print for Bill 24-0620 with leave for staff to make any technical changes. All those in favor, would you signify by a sign of aye?
Aye.
Aye. All right, opposed? All right, I will inform our council that the measure passes, and thank you very much. The committee's next meeting will be a public hearing on Friday, the 24th of June at 10 a.m. on Bill 24-0430, which is the Limited Equity Cooperative Advisory Council Act of 2021, and Bill 24-431, which is the Limited Equity Cooperative Property Tax Assistance Amendment Act of 2021. This concludes today's additional committee meeting, and with that, the time is now 10:30 a.m. and thank you all so very much for joining
Thanks,
us
Councilwoman.
today. We are adjourned.